Hello everyone, this is Naomi. Welcome back to Naomi's Bookshelf. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I read book club books. Honestly, I think so many people read what they want to read and they don't read a book club book that they don't enjoy. And I want to talk about why I do. It's no shame on anyone because I often will quit out on a book if I don't want to read it for an online book club or something that I'm not participating in person. But in real life, I am a part of many book clubs. I'm a part of 2 with my local libraries. I'm a part of 1 with my cousins and 1 with my friend. And all of them are different books typically. Now, sometimes I can combine them together, which is great. But often enough, I am reading 4 different books with 4 different groups of people. Now, that being said, I do not love all of these books that I'm reading. Most of these books I read, I enjoy. Not all of them. Some of them I'm like, I did not like that one very much. But honestly, that's why I read book club books. Because I have found hidden gems. I have found books that I thought I would love and absolutely, then I get rid of right away because I just don't like them. No case in point being, I was supposed to read Game of Thrones for one of my book clubs, and I couldn't get through it. So I stopped. I didn't go to book club meeting. But honestly, it's good for me to try that book to know that, you know what, I don't want it and I shouldn't own it. Because honestly, I bought the whole series and then I found out I didn't like it. And it was good for me to at least try it and discover it's not for me. I have read so many funny, hysterical books for book clubs that honestly were just picks by other people. I've also read books that I didn't really enjoy, like Dracula. I read that for book club and basically we all didn't like it, and that's okay because I know many people do. But it's not something I hate because now I can look back on with perspective. But during the time, I'm glad I read it because then at least I have read something and tried it. Another book that I read with a friend, and we kind of quit this book partially through beginning of the book because honestly we didn't want to continue in it. And that was Almost Moon by Alice Sebold, who wrote Lovely Bones. And we hated that book, but it was good for me to learn that I didn't like that book because then I picked up Lovely Bones for another book club and my feelings were confirmed. But I still finished it because it's good for me to expand my horizons. I often will read books that fit into my comfort zone nicely. And it's good for book clubs to push me out of that comfort zone and make me try new things. I have enjoyed some different books than I thought. I have enjoyed some books with fantastical elements. I have enjoyed some books that were sci-fi, like Frankenstein. I read as a book club buddy read. I've also read several books that I thought I would be okay with, and I hated them, and that's totally okay. One of the books that we had to read for our book club was Oryx and Crake by Margaret Atwood. Now, I do not have a good relationship with Margaret Atwood. I do not enjoy her work typically. You might have seen that in July that I read The Tent and enjoyed it somewhat. But I have read Oryx and Crake before for my book club, and honestly, I put it down and forgot it existed because of how little I cared about it. But I finished it. It wasn't awful. I gave it 3 stars, but honestly, I won't pick up another one of those books in that series because I don't want to read more. But I'm glad I read that one because it is science fiction, it is dystopian, it is books that I don't like and things I don't like, and it wasn't an awful book. It wasn't an amazing book, but I'm glad I read it instead of just writing it off. My book club does these fun things where we pick different books, and honestly, some of them have been amazing, some of them have not. And I think that that's why I read book club books, because it makes me push my limits. It makes me test new things, it makes me try out new genres, it makes me explore things that I have not thought to try or I have not wanted to try on my own. I have DNF'd multiple books from that are book clubs, but I have tried them because if I don't try them, what's the point? So even though I might not read completely all the book club books, I do try them because there might be a gem out there that I love and I've never even thought to give a shot to. But for right now, I'm enjoying my book club books as much as I can. Sometimes they're not great, like I said, but you know what? That's part of it. And honestly, the most fun part about a book club book is going to book club meeting and talking about it with your peers, with those who you're relating with, and they have different perspectives too. I can appreciate a book more after book club, or I can question it more after book club if we've had the right discussions. I've also read books where honestly I had no idea what was going on, and then going to book club helped or made me like, yeah, no one really knew what was going on. But they're always interesting to pick up and discover and try a new thing, try a new author, try a new genre. Like I said, I do enjoy most of the books we pick because I am walking in hoping to love it. But I also know that not every book's a winner, and that's okay, because I do enjoy trying and testing my limits, because that's not something that I do intentionally. No one does that intentionally, but I like to try to pick up books that are not in my comfort zone for book club meetings because it makes me think and makes me read and it gives me a deadline, and I can't just keep putting it off forever. So thank you for watching this video. Please let me know if you're part of a book club, a real life book club, and if you are, what are your favorite books from that? Or if you're in a part of online book clubs or Goodreads groups book clubs, just let me know. I love book clubs, I love participating in them, and it makes me feel like I'm more connected to a community when I can talk about a specific book. Thanks again for watching. Have a great reading day. Bye for now.